So what is this permissions? Okay, so first of all, uh, ls space ls, just ls. So you can see the files here, right? So if you see these files, better I will go to any of the directory. Data 4 is there, so I will show inside what is the data 4 kind of stuff. Okay, so ls, no, I'm go to cd, data 4. Okay, so ls, I have a two files are there. I'm going to remove that shortcut file because original file already deleted, waste. So I'm putting a yes file 1. Okay, you want to delete? Yes. So only thing, okay, ls. So I have only h file on. When I put a ls space hyphen l, what it is showing? It is showing some rwrr, and there is a 1, and root. It become 1. Earlier it is 2, if you remember, because original file is deleted, link gone. This is the owner. This is the group ownership, and this is the size of file, and here it is a last modification date, and this is the file name. If in case if you have a directory, for example d4 is a directory, I put ls space hyphen l, you can see this is a permission set, and you can see the size, user id, group id, and like this. Okay. I'm going to open another putty session for a student. Separate two windows. Okay, so here nothing is there. Okay, of course, but um, I want to do some thing in root first, then I will show how to do with the root also. Okay, so what I done, I went to uh, data 4, and I have one file and one directory. Okay, so here in this one, initially, like how to change this permission, what is the meaning of that permission, you have to check it. Okay, so I'm copying this first, only file wise only, I'm copying it. Okay, so where is this notepad? Okay, so this is a permission set. Okay, and this is called a user. This is a user or a owner. This is a group wise permissions. Okay, there is a few people are there. One is user or owner. Okay, next group. Owner means who created the file, that is a owner actually. Okay, so group. Okay, users, by default which user is created a file. Okay, that user's primary group, by default group permission, by default group will come up, and other is others. Who are others other than root and group members? Remaining are become others only. Okay, so these three permissions on a file or a directory will be there. And what are the type of files are there? Are permissions are there? RWX. Okay, RWX. What is R? R means read. What is W? Means write. Execute. So you have to check the spelling if you want. Okay. Okay. So that's a mistake. So that's why we should not have. Execute permissions. Okay. So read, write, execute permissions on a file or a directory. Okay, normal files don't have a execute permissions. Okay, normal files don't have a execute permissions. Directories and executable files have a executable permission. Normal files don't have X in that one. Okay, and this permission, whenever you see this one, okay, if you look at this one, the first dash represent whether it is file or directory or linked file or type of file. Okay, any specific things it is there. Next, this part represent user. Okay, this is user permissions. This is group. This is other. Okay, the first RW hyphen represent user permission. This is represent group. This is represent other than user group members permission. Okay, so this is like can you see RW, so user is getting a read and write permission, group is getting a read permission only. Okay, and others are getting only read permission. It means root can able to read the file. Okay, and as well as, okay, what, who is the user here? Root is a user. Root can able to read the file and write the file, means he can change the modify the file. And group members, like anybody in that group, a group members can able to read the file, but they cannot change the things in the file. Others can read the file, but they cannot able to change the file. If you want to verify, cross verify this thing, okay, you can verify with different users also. So what I want to do is, I done something here, it is I went to uh, data for and all, but now don't do that one. So what you do will, I want to create a directory in a common directory. Sorry, no. Go to data for only. First, I will show you how to change the permissions. Then only we'll do other things. Okay, so ls space hyphen l. So if you see, there is a two files are there. Okay, so how to verify means verification. I will show you later. Okay, of course we can do verification also. Wait, there is a common folder for everyone is there. So I will show you that one. ls space hyphen ld slash temp. This is a common folder for everyone. If you see, ld means on particular directory. If you don't put d, it will show the content of the directory. Okay, so slash temp is common for everyone, right? So slash temp is common for everyone. So if you see, it is having all permissions, rwx rwx rw. It means on slash temp, user is having a permission read write x for a group, and others also having read write. It means everybody can, anybody can able to go to that one. Okay, so if you understand, this is the permission set and a temp. So what I'm going to do is cd space slash temp. Anywhere you can go, so you can go to temp. So I'm in a temp and I have some files here, so you can check it. These are the files in the temp. So what I done, so to make it more common for both every user, what I done, so I put a cd slash temp. Okay, ls space hyphen l to check all the files. But if more files in this directory, problem is, what is the problem, then you will see so many things in your output. So here I'm going to, I'm a root now, I'm a root. Okay, I'm going to create a new file, cat mm, c file 1. So just I'm using a name called c file 1. Any name you can use it. So I put a name, this is c file 1. Enter, control d. So I saved it. So cat c file 1, always verify the file content is there. Now ls space hyphen l c file 1. Can you see RW, RR, R? Everything is there, right? Now, I am a student. Student is a not a member of root. Okay. And also in student also I'm going to slash them. Okay. Then ls space hyphen l. So you can see like this. Okay. Now I'm going to ls space hyphen l c file 1. Okay. Here rwrr. So this is the permissions on a c file 1. Okay. These are the permissions on a c file 1. Okay. Now can I read the file? So cat. I mean, file is created by root. The user is root, group is root, but I'm accessing with a student. I'm accessing with a student. Okay. Now I can read the file. I can read the file. Can I put some data inside? C file 1. Permission denied. Why permission denied? If you check, student is nothing but other. Student is nothing but others. Others don't have a write permissions. Others don't have a write permission. That's why I can't able to write something in the file. So when I put a double greater, it is not working. It is working here, but it is not working here. Okay. What about vi editor? C file 1. Open it. Now if you see data is, you can able to read it, and if you see the bottom, it's showing read only. In the bottom of the screen you can see read only. Okay. I'm trying to put insert, so I'm pressing I. So it is showing a warning. It is in insert mode, but it is showing warning, w10 warning, changing a read only file. Okay. Warning, changing a read only file. So everything you should observe. Okay, I will type something. Okay, this is vi student something, and escape colon wq. Again it is showing red color option. See, so read only option is set. Add um exclamation to override it. So what I have to do? Q, I have to quit it. So I cannot quit also. Can't quit also. Okay? I have to use this one only. So that is represent override the existing permissions. If you in case read only, so see it is not added anything. Insert, it is showing warning. So I put it, this is student something, I put it escape colon wq to throwing error. Now I'm using wq. This one, this is override. If you don't have permissions, it will override. Whether it is override or not also important, because it is created by root. This is student. Immediately it is throwing error. It cannot open file for writing. Please enter or type command to continue. So I put enter Q. I have to quit it. Normally I can't quit it also. Normal quit is we can't do it. So I have to put a exclamatory mark. Q exclamatory mark. Guys, remember that in one of the VA part. Okay. Understand other permissions. Now, for example, just for example, I created a one file, right? In a temp C file 1, I created one file, right? So I created a file. So uh, this file having a permissions are like this. So this is a file permissions on C file 1, and who is the user? Root. And who is the group? Root. And student is other. Now I want student can also, others can also write it. Others can also write in this one. So how to change the permission like this. So others can able to write. Others can able to write now. So how to change the permission to here. So who is the owner? The owner of the file can change the permissions. Owner of the file can change the permissions. So we'll see here. how to change the permission. So we have to use the command called chmod. Okay, so chmod. This is the command to change, modify the permissions. Change mod. So this is the command used to change the permissions. Okay, but what? How to change the permissions? Okay. Hmm. Earlier said there is a user, group, and others. U means user, group, others. So here I am writing here user. G represents group. O represent others. And one more is there, that is called A. A represent all, everyone. Usually, so here what I want to do is, so permissions are like R, W, X. So every user will get R, W, X. Okay. So we have to add like this. So I want to, others can able to write it, right? So this is the permission. OW means others can able to write. So I have to put a command chmod others. I'm adding a permission is W only. So already read is there. So only I'm adding this one only, file one. Okay, so I'm doing that one. So chmod mm, others plus W C file one. Now again verify, all always verify. So can you see others get RW permissions. Others get RW permissions. Now I'm going to my student. So this is I'm a student. Now I'm going to cat. Sorry. First I will verify. Let's see file one. Okay. So RW I got other permission. Now I'm going to cat double greater thing. See this came automatically. Earlier it is showing error. Now it is showing we have. Okay. I put this is student. Enter. So control D. Now save cat C file one. Now I can able to see. If you want to test with this VI editor, C file one, enter. These two lines are there. And if you see the bottom of the screen, you can see bottom of the screen. It is not showing read only. And also insert um, uh, hello VI. That is enough. Colon WQ. See colon WQ. Now I saved it. See, it is not throwing any error. So how it is possible? I add other permission to that one. Okay. So how to change the permissions? So to whom you want to give? You want to change the permission for user. You want to change permission for group. You want to change for permission for others. So if you want to give permission for group, write permission to the group. C file one like this. We can able to give. So I'm giving chmod G plus W C file 1. Now ls space hyphen L C file 1. This is easy. Okay. Now can you get, see, group also getting write permissions. 1 second. Okay. This is how we can able to change the permission. Okay. For example, what is the permission here? Now RW, 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 right? So that is the permission. Okay, this is current permission. Okay. Now I want to make everybody can able to read the file. Everybody can be able to read the file, but no one will have a write permission. I want to remove write permission to everyone. I want to remove write permission to everyone. Just we have to play with that one. That's it. So what is the question is, I want to get this one. I want to remove write permission to everyone. So how to get it? Chmod a minus w c file 1. A means all. So chmod a minus w c file 1. Now check it. Everybody remove that write permissions. Okay, so that is okay. Understand? A means all. All will get a write permission. Okay. Now okay. Now what I want a user and group that write permission and others only read permission. How to change the permission? Chmod two times, right? So I have to add write to both user and a group also. I have to add write permission to user and a group also, right? So I use like this UG plus W, UG plus W. So try. So this is UG plus W, RW, RW, R. Okay. How to remove the permissions? One we done. Okay. Um, RW hyphen RW hyphen. So I want to remove read permission for others. Read permission for others. Zero. Sorry. O minus R, because only R is there. Already we removed write permission. Okay. ls space hyphen. Okay, already there. Chmod O minus R C file 1. See, no permission for others. Three dots are blank. Okay. So if you want to verify, you can go to student and then you can verify. Cat C file 1. Permission denied. Can you put a data inside? Permission denied. So you cannot write, you cannot read the permission. Of course, if you put that any permissions like this, anyone like either it is for user or a group or others, if you give instead of you should give RW or only R or nothing, no problem. Okay, but if you give um, write permission only, then there is a problem because without reading, how can you write it? So there is a escalate like override permissions are applicable. Okay. We can try that one also. Chmod. I want to give only write permission, not read permission. We'll see. Hmm. Verify. I have write permission, but no read permission. So I cannot read it. So I will try writing. Oh, writing is there. So this is write only. Anyway, we cannot read it. Vi C file 1. You can't see also. You can't see. But I will try to put another one. Vi write. Just for understanding only. Can I save it? Can't save it. Finally, override is working. So with exclamatory mark. But we cannot read it. But that is wrong permission. This is wrong permission because if you cannot read it, but what you will write it. So but you can try whether it is writing is, see if you see that it is changed entire text, the previous lines are gone, the last line is only came. That's a volume. Okay, we got that volume because that write permission, that is like forbidden permission type only. If I use this one, this is okay, this is airline, write something any text wise you can put it. So anyway, you can't read it, but I'm going to root for with reading permission. Okay, this is adding, but not that one. Okay. Using that, when I use vi, it replaces everything because I saved with the override, like, you know. So better not to give write only permissions. If you want to give read permission, read and write, or read only, or no permission, all are okay. Okay, don't give only write permission. This is how we can able to give. So here we have to understand, plus represent, add the permission, minus remove the permission. One more is there, that is called equal to permission. So this is what it is, add permission, this is remove, this is replace, this is replace. We'll see, we will see that replace kind of stuff. Okay, current, what is the current permission? We have rw hyphen rw hyphen w hyphen. Okay, so this is the permission currently. Why it is? Because we removed r and we added only o plus w c file 1. This is only for testing. So what I want to do is rw hyphen r, like this. So I have to do two steps. One is I have to add r and I have to remove w. Understand? So there is a w only. Now for others, I want to make it read but not write. So how to do? I have to add r and I have to remove w. So how to do it? Chmod. So for others, other equal to r p file. Whatever the permission it has, whether it is having a only read and write executable, no problem. Just if you see, it will replace with r only. Whatever the permission here, okay, in this place, it will be replaced with r only. Okay, that is a replace. Chmod wo, 1 second, ls space hyphen l c file 1. Can you see hyphen rw hyphen? Okay, next what we can say is replacing chmod o equal to r and c file 1. Now what happened? The w gone, we got r. So at a time both are happened here. So that is your equal to. So this is about your changing permissions. But this is one way of changing permissions. Okay. So this is change mode. Chmod means change mode, changing file access permission, symbolic mode and absolute mode. So this is, we call it as a symbolic mode. Okay. This is, we call it as a symbolic mode. Okay, next is absolute mode is also there. Okay, so this is a symbolic mode. So what we done, this entirely symbolic mode. There is absolute mode is also there. um, we go with absolute mode, or a lot of things are there, so yeah, we'll go with the absolute mode also. Then we'll go to second part of permissions. Okay, now absolute mode is nothing but a numbering system. Okay, nothing but a numbering system. I will tell absolute mode and as well as the default permission things also. So then we'll complete this part. Okay. What is absolute mode? This part. Absolute mode. What is it? So each one is numbering here. So again, I'm repeating this one. So user is there, group is there, others are there. User, group, and others. Okay, user, group, and others. Okay, so the permission set is showing like a hyphen rw hyphen r. By default I'm writing here, so in this one, so first one represent user, the second part represent group, that this part represent permission of others. Represent means this is a user permission, group permission, and others permission. And what are the permissions are there? R, W, X. These are nothing but here in a permission we can give with a numbering, like R means 4, W means 2, X means 1. Actually, this is a binary octal system only. This is nothing but a octal system. What is 4? 1, 0, 0. Understand, R, W, X means R represent 1. Okay, and W 0, X 0. So that's why in a binary in a normal format it is 4. It's octal system purely. 0, 1, 0. Think like this. First one is R, W is 1 and 0. Like 1 represent enable, 0 represent disable. So very simple thing. 0, 0, 1. R is 0, W is 0, and here it is a 1. And if you are add these 4 to 1, it means 7. 4 to 1, if you are add, that is a 7. And if you are add this thing, 1, 1, 1. If you are adding, it means it's a 1, 1, 1. Okay? I think you got the point. Okay, so if it is 7, it means rwx is there. If in case you are doing like this, it contains only permission of r only. It means 100 means r is enabled, it means it's a 4 only. You have a permission rw. I'm telling only one single part only, either user, group, or others. rw is there, 110. It means 4 plus 1 5, sorry, 4 plus 2 6, sorry, 6. Okay, you have a rx 101, right? R, right, is 0, x is 1, right? So 4 plus 1, it is binary a, right? You got rwx, you got rwx 111, so it means 7. Okay, so these parts are representing with the numbers. Okay, and already I told, if you take any regular file, you don't have x, it means r w means maximum 4 or a 6 will be there. If you take directory or a executable file, so the directory have a permission, either it is a 5 or a 7 only. Okay, so things like that. Okay, so we didn't change the permission on a directory also, right? So okay, I didn't create a directories here. Mm, I put a directory name td1, eld td1. Can you see permissions on it? The directory. So d r x r hyphen x r hyphen x is there. So in a previous condition, so I want to add a write permission to the uh, group or something like that. Okay, others only we are playing with others, right? So because we are using root and student, if you are using student and user one, then more we can able to observe. So others will get read and execute permission for a td, right? So I'm going to my student, so I put a clear. Okay, now I'm what I'm going to do is see, Mm, okay, your thing is connected. Guys, what you do every 2 minutes or 5 minutes, speak something. Okay, yes sir, no sir, like that something you do it. Otherwise, I don't know whether internet is working or not working. Also, I don't. Suddenly it is disconnected. I'm keep on speaking. Okay, so here I'm in a student and ls space hyphen ld of a td1 directory. So others getting a read and execute permission only, right? So cd td1 ls, no problem, and cd dot dot, no problem. So I can go inside, I can see, for example, I put some file. Mm, okay, okay, I put a cat double greater td1 slash tf1 file. Anything, this is tf1 file, something. Okay, so now I have a tf1 file inside, so don't worry about that one. So I'm going to cd again. Okay, so no problem. So not required cd td1. So I can list what is there inside a td1. Okay. Mm, next, can I do that one? Can I put another file in td1 tf2 permission denied? I cannot create anything inside because I don't have a write permission. I don't have a write permission on a directory. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I will going to change the permission on a directory. So o plus w, okay, td1 directory. Okay, I change the permission on it. Okay, now I have to check it, right? So okay, okay, I should use d. Now write permission is there. Other, okay, write permission is there. Okay, here I'm trying again. I'm trying to add a file to, yes. So this is f2 file by student. Okay, now I want to read it again. So ls td1. So I got a f2 and tf1. So okay, I created like that. Okay, so I put in, no problem, l. If you see the permissions, this file created by root and this file created by student, rwrwr, because it's a normal user, right? So that's why the permission is like this, and this is the permission is like this because of root. Okay, see, this is created by student and this is created by root only. Okay, these are the things. So this is how we can change the permissions on a using um, symbolic on a directory. Now we'll see these permissions. Okay, how to change the permissions using um, how to change the permissions using what we can say using absolute mode. But I want to show you one important thing is this is permission, write permissions for others on the directory, right? So this is the thing, right? If you observe inside a directory there is a two files now, f2 and tf1. If you observe, both are having permissions, and if you observe other permissions only, read only permissions, they don't have write permission, but directory has others write permission, but internally they don't have a, the files, individual files don't have a write permission for others. How to change both things at a time? Because I'm a root, I can do it. Okay, so on every any file whoever it is created, same thing. hyphen capital R. What is capital R? Recursive. Put a slash. That's it. See, it came. What is capital R? Recursive. For example, you got a directory. The directory contains so many files. They have a certain permissions. Now you want to change permission for all the files. You can change it. So that is capital R. Okay. This is the command. Okay, guys, are you done? Okay. Now I'm going to create a new file. Okay. So otherwise I'll check the new file. It's C file one. I have some file. Now the current file permission set is this one, right? So this is a current file situation. Now I want to change this thing to like this: rw hyphen r hyphen hyphen and no permission. Okay. So understand, this is user, group, and others. So this is the permission earlier. Now I want to change it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the write permission for a group, and I want to remove read permission and others. So at a time I want to change complete set. I'm changing here. Okay, complete set I'm changing here. So what I'm going to do is, so don't worry about what is the previous permission. Whatever the permission is here, so don't worry about it. What permission you want to get it, look at that one only. So now we have to calculate. So from starting, user rw, so 4 plus 2, user. Next group 4, and others nothing is there, 0. So what is the value of this one? 640. So this is the part of command chmod. Okay, 640 c file 1. Okay, so we'll do that one. So this is the last permission set, right? So chmod 640 c file 1. See, we got the answer. Okay, so here in a Linux, always understand what output you wanted. Based on that, you should give the command. Don't give the command and then see output, your desired output came or not. That it's not that one. It is what output you wanted. Based on that, you should give a command. That's why you have to practice. Understand, guys, what output I wanted. So you can take lot of examples. rw hyphen user rw, and then this is also I need rw. If in case you want this one, again you have to calculate. Anybody answer? Try to give answer for this one. If I want this one, where are you guys? People are there or not?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the answer?
Chmod 666
Six, six, six. Very good. Okay, so
Chmod 666 351.
file one only. So why? Because of 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2. Someone send a message. Very good. Okay, sir. Okay, so 666 file one. Ls space hyphen L. Sorry, yeah, where it is? Yeah, here it is. RW, RW, RW. Okay, so this thing. Put it clear. Um, Here there is a F2. F2 file is there now. Can you see this F2 file? So I want to change permissions on F2. So this is a student, and student is a owner of this file, right? So I'm going to change the permissions on F2. Chmod. I'll put a 644. Otherwise, I'll put a 444, 440. Okay, so TD1 F2. These permissions are changed. Permissions are changed. 440 means write 0 nothing. Okay, so that is the permission. Now, can I change permissions on EF1? I can't change it because that is created by another user, that too root user. So that is created by another user. Okay, now I'm coming to the root. Okay, so understand, owner of the file can able to change the permissions. Owner of the file can able to change the permissions. I came back to the root, and I want to change permissions. First I want to see the permissions of td1. So root is there, student file is there, f2 is also there. So now I'm going to change permissions. Chmod. Everybody, no. Okay, 660 for f2, which is in td1. Now check it. I can change it. Root can change permission for any file. Any file, root can able to change the permissions. But normal user can change permissions on their own only. On their own, on their own, owner of the file can able to change the permissions. If not for a normal user, root can able to change for anything. Okay. Mm, okay. So that is a um, absolute one. So I thought you understand absolute one. If you want more examples, also I can able to give. Okay. So remember always 660, 640, 666. These are the most common. So of course we have to do directory part, right? So there is a directory thing also there. So what is ls space hyphen ld for on a td1. So this is the directory. I want to change the permission on a directory. Now it is x is also included. X is also included on this one. This is a directory, our td1. Okay, so you want permissions like this. Forget about this d. I'm removing d. No, just leave it. um, I want to change some permission, so I want to give group write permission, others no permission, others read only permission. Now how to do it? rwx. You don't need to tell and enter command, just tell me the number. So calculate and give the number for this one. This is existing one, but I want this one. I will separate it now, so you can see easily. What is the number?
665 664
There is a x in files. We don't have x. That's why we got 6.
775.
Yes, very good. 7 7 4 plus 1 5. Very good. Correct answer. 775. X is there, right? So x 1. So 4 plus 2 plus 1. It become a 7. Okay. 4 plus 2 plus 1, and then 4 plus 1. It is 5. Okay. We'll try. Chmod 775 td1. Now we'll check it. Now we got that answer. Okay. So here in the numbering system also it is most common one, like What is 770? Okay, what is 750? Anybody? R W X
R dash X.
R dash X. Very good. Nothing.
Dash
Dash dash.
dash dash dash.
Dash dash dash. Very good. Very good. You got understanding. That is very good. Okay. So these are the most common 775, 750, 770, 777 is the most common um, uh, permissions in a Linux. Okay, so this is also very important. Including capital R is also very important here. Okay. Mm. Uh, Next, so what is the permissions inside of files? RW all or something is there. Okay, R. So these two files having a different permission set. I want to change everything into same permission set only, not random permission set. So using absolute, how to do it? Okay, I want to give RW for everyone. So what I want to do is whatever the files content in the directory should have a same kind of permission set. So that's my intention. Okay, so I want to give like this. Okay, so hyphen capital R. So what output will get it? RW R. That's only. Okay. If you see this one, everybody executable permission also. So okay, we should not give like that, but we given like that. So no problem. Everybody got executable permissions, but RWX, RX only we are getting. Otherwise, we'll change it. So 644. To try. Yeah, okay, we got now. Okay, it won't affect on a directory. The directory also changed. Directory it got changed. Yeah, X gone. X is gone on a directory, but files are getting. So be careful you are giving. So that's why we required a permission. How X will be gone? Without X, how can we access this one? PD1. Okay, okay. X is gone. So then we can tell so many permissions. So first of all, ls space hyphen l PD1. So as per our required everything is there. Then D is X permission there. Okay, no problem. I want to give X permission for user group and others. Very how to do it. Very simple. Plus X. I given X. I didn't given any user group others plus X. I didn't given. Just I given a plus X. I got this one. Okay. Okay. This is how we can able to give also. This is a one funny output also. Let's remember this one. Okay. If you want to give X permission to user group and others, just give plus X. It will work. If you give plus R or minus R like that, it apply only for RW only apply user and group, but X apply for everyone. Okay, and of course, uh, I want to show you something new thing. Okay, cat double greater mm, s1 dot sh file. It's a bash for executable file, so I put a command called. Internally we can give commands also. Try to understand. So if you give command, so it becomes script file. Dot sh represent that one only. So echo hello hello class, whatever it is. Enter control D. So check the cat s1 dot. So this is the echo is a command, right? So I given a command in the file and I'm trying to execute. How to execute? dot slash s1 dot sh. So permission denied. So we cannot execute it. Why? ls space hyphen l s1 dot sh. Okay, it's created by root, and I have a read and write permissions also. Why it is not permission denied? Because executable file, that is executable file not having executable permissions. Okay, so we have to add it. Chmod plus x s1 dot sh. Okay, so this is I'm adding a executable permission now. Without executable permission, it won't execute. So now I change the permissions. Check it. Now executable permissions are added. Now it is executing. It is showing hello class. Where is echo? Because it is executing echo command. It is executing echo command. If you want to add anything to it, you can add it like s1 dot. Okay, add something like this date plus percentage d. So I will put a capital D. That's enough. Okay, control D. Now it is contain of both the things, right? So two things are there inside. Two commands are there. Now I'm going to execute. So both are executing. I put a date, but I'm getting date. Okay. So that is executable command. So what is executable means? It should have a X permission. The file should have a commands inside. So the command will be execute if you are execute the file. So using like this, if you run the file, so execute means if you run the file content will be the file internal file commands will run. Okay, how it will run? So make that file as a executable, then only it will do it. So only in the condition of the normal file we have a execute. Directory should have a X and executable file should have a X. All remaining files don't have X. Okay, so that is you have to remember. Almost it's at 2 o'clock. Okay, almost 20 minutes is there, but I am also getting hungry, so don't worry. What to do now? Okay, so this is enough for now. Okay, what I done? This is important command. Okay, so adding a executable permissions. How to add executable permissions? That I added. So I use a command chmod plus x to s1 dot sh. Okay, so try to understand how to add executable and how to remove the executable also. Okay, next afternoon class we'll see what is ch1. Okay, what is umask value. Okay, afternoon I will show you what is ch1 and what is umask value chgrp. Okay, at a time. If possible I will show you one more command is there. um, mm, Get facl and set facl. Okay, if you are interested, search for what is get facl and set facl also. Okay, so we'll see that one, and also we'll see remaining commands also. Okay, guys, I'm stopped the recording also.